He likes fight on stand-up.
Thales has got this deep.
Do you think then if you take him down, the fight is done?
Anderson Silva is victorious. How versatile is that guy?
He has a chance to fight for the belt. We're going to see what happens.
He is a big challenge for me, yeah. But in my opinion, I will take this belt. He has to keep.
World champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of the very best. He's got a lot of experience against tough guys like Nate Marquardt. Biggest fight.
A lot of fights, but he progressively fades away. Tonight, even though he doesn't go there very often, has prepared himself for a lot of
that Nate was penalized for that wound up costing him the fight. But that knee
was latest. 14-1 in his the UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Fighter, the most accurate striker in the history of the power punches and kicks, uses great angles, and he knocked Tony Strickland out with an uppercut elbow. The most bizarre, has excellent defense, and I mean, he's just...
You just talked about with the numbers. Here's a scary since he first entered the octagon, where of course we said he's been at 80%. An MMA fighter, 35% efficient with their strike.
I mean, and fighters will talk about it. I've talked about Hader. He truly is an artist. He's not a bragger. He's not a boastful man. But
the thing about Anderson Silva is when you speak to him, Joe, he realizes as one of the biggest things that will keep a fighter at the top.
Great share. George St. Pierre. All the great guys are the truly great ones that rise to the top have that martial.
Looking for his 5th straight title defense. Our tale of the tape, the fellow Brazilian Thales Leites. Look at that, 182.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 UFC is the main event. Our 3 judges at octagon side scoring this contest are Doug Big. And now from the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, it's time! Flagship of the world! Introducing first, he stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Leites! Holding a professional record of 23 wins with 4 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning of the world, Anderson!
Bell Center. George Rush St. Pierre. Silva, the champion. Blue and white for Leites.
One of the reasons why he's so accurate, Mike, is because he...
Watching the countdown for this show, both men, you know, you're proud to have both of these. Leites, his girlfriend, expecting to tie the record of Hughes and Tito Ortiz with his 5th title defense. He is Anderson Silva, 5-1 inside the octagon.
We saw in the Thales attacks that he kind of like hung back there, and a lot of people booed than he would normally be because of that criticism.
Well, he went back into his booing and the stuff that you just talked about.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
And I think that
an iron chin and a very dangerous striker.
And French Network. Here they go. They're going to start getting her going now.
It seems like
shoulders a little bit and stuff. It's when he's ready to engage. Joe, you bring up an interesting point.
Said that he wound up fighting an extra 2 rounds with his sparring partners after the fight. Aren't appreciating what he's doing.
Definitely feels like he can win this fight. Won overall in his MMA career. Both trained.
Luter had him mounted, and of course Dan Henderson had him down and did win the round by taking him down and controlling him on the ground.
Luter, a title fight, Joe, trying to submit Silva early. Now Silva's starting to stalk. See what he was looking to do.
He got swept to the ground, but Thales would like to be on the ground. Thales pulls half guard here. This is critical. He's got a hold of a single. He's got him down. Anderson back to his feet. Wants to be on top of Anderson. Once he's got a hold of his act, he's fighting for the takedown. The end of the round.
2.
Let's take the most significant shot of the fight. And here is, join him down there. Of course, Anderson says no thank you.
You see that he wants... You hear me? Go. Dude, he's kind of lost. You got to go in.
The champion, 23 wins. In his mother talked about the fact that it almost was like he grew up instant.
That was a good inside leg kick by Thales Leites. See half guard.
Statistic 4 years. Now, you talked about the fact he does have his Brazilian. You're talking about Thales Leites.
Yeah, he is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world in one of the biggest tournaments in the world.
Now, with that, Damian...
Use of the lockdown, and what that does is it straightens out Thales Leites out to a body triangle. Now, this isn't good for submitting anybody, but
You know, one of the many things talked about before this fight, too, is, well, you always got to remember George St. Pierre met Sarah, and it was George St. Pierre who said...
Wins a bunch of fights in devastating fashion like Anderson, but there's no such thing.
Nope.
And fights can turn but Anderson's avoiding damage. You know, and Anderson's trying to attack here. Look at this.
Silva's up.
Stand up.
Good job, though, by Thales Leites. Everybody looks at the highlight reel of knockouts and strikes of Anderson's.
Well, it also gives him confidence to throw his strikes with reckless abandon. Thales Leites down. And Thales Leites has time to attempt many takedowns.
And, you know, a big thing, too, is that Anderson Silva made such quick work in his career, and that was against Patrick Cote. And then, unfortunately, Patrick suffered the knee.
Fighting. And Anderson Silva is a technician. And if he, his own safety, doing something reckless just to get people excited.
Because one came by the DQ against Okami. December.
Ankle. He had damaged his ankle very badly in training, decided to take the fight anyway, and eventually did a beautiful scissors takedown and submitted him with a...
I can see that you can win this round, too.
UFC.
Come on, you go in with the same conscience, man. You got to go out with a lot of strength.
UFC. Third round. Good inside leg kick. Nice sprawl. Oh. Poked in the eye. They continue.
Yeah, I don't think Eve was in position.
Okay now, Joe. At least he's not rubbing it. Battle, and Silva might turn up the heat here.
Anderson back to his feet easily. Thales again tries to get to half guard.
He had a great takedown earlier in Silva.
I think how Thales Leites wanted to touch gloves after that, and Anderson sort of reluctant.
He cares. He cares what people say.
Well, you know, especially
he's feeling it.
He is, but he's got to be careful. I mean, he ducked.
Oh,
Side
nice
kick to the knee.
What a precise. Uppercut.
Thales is in trouble.
Yeah. Ground anymore, Joe. And he knows standing that there's always a... Anderson.
Thales looks very frustrated. And Thales responds, but with...
A lot of people said before that, you know, Cote was aggressive.
Now you got to easy down. You're doing good. Just relax. He's going to come down and you got to punch him out.
I think what we're seeing here is simply an outstanding fighter right there.
And a great guy. Fourth round. First time in his UFC career.
He's got to charge in, get the clinch,
Try towards the leg, man. That look at him. Look at him trying to shake it off.
Weird front.
And again. And again.
Oh, wow.
That would be.
I mean, the front leg side kick is one of the most underutilized weapons, but to do it like that over.
The one thing we haven't seen though is him try to lock up a clinch.
Yeah, he doesn't want to clinch with Thales. He doesn't want to give Thales. Muhammad Ali.
That's Anderson Silva.
That's some weirdness.
Just punishing that lead leg.
And he's decided to just put on the heat.
Right hand connects.
Leg side kick to the knee, and Thales is not even making an attempt to try to take this fight to the ground.
Joe, we saw as it got into round 3 that wasn't even
Down, he's not able to do anything.
Absolutely.
The leg.
In round 4. Again
Nice
with a
leg
kick.
Thales trying very hard for that.
Silva might have been taken down for the last time.
Things about Anderson Silva is his conditioning. This guy can fight at the same pace.
His MMA, pardon me, in his UFC career. A Brazilian UFC Hall of Famer, Royce Gracie. Uppercut. And again, under a minute remains in the 4th round.
It just does not have the spring in his step anymore to complete these takedowns.
He knew the way to win this fight was to get him to the ground and submit him.
Yeah.
He's got that 1 in a million shot. Everybody can shock the world, but... Well, let's just say tonight.
He has, but you know what? I mean, he's going to get some credit. Leg side kick to the leg. He even ducked down and punched him in the leg.
Replay.
Last round, let's go.
Round.
Last round, fight!
Silva does
Shit in spectacular fashion.
Yep, even though he knows that if it does, he's won every round. Leites is starting to take the center of the octagon. Silva.
Look at this. Shrugged it.
And still Anderson Silva avoids.
And now he stays on top of Thales.
Yep. He's going to look for a definitive finish here. Leites went down. You know what, Joe, you said he might get criticized again for this one. I'm not sure.
He's avoiding all damage. I mean, he's virtually taken no shot. The people want excites.
Which is like 14 American beers.
Thales works.
Under 2 minutes remains in the fight.
Easily. Thales Leites just doesn't, is basically just surviving now.
This is 2 in which Silva hasn't knocked.
Caught that leg. Right. This is what he wants to do.
Should he do anything differently?
You know what? Fans, and make yourself more marketable. Obviously, he doesn't think that that's what we're seeing.
Exactly.
I mean, look, Thales is trying to exchange. He's just not physical. But if he did attack, look, I mean, he almost got clipped there.
The distance with the champion Anderson Silva.
I don't think Anderson will be happy.
So you think the criticism that will come of Silva is justified?
Booing. They just saw a 5-round rout, and yet they're still booing. Impressing the fans, because if it's impressing the fans, especially the fans here in Canada, that. You know, I mean, he hung in there for a little while, but Thales was just unable to capitalize on the leg side kicks to the knee over and over again. He did these. But you know what? On the ground, he completely defended it, but this is not a happy crowd.
Will set the new UFC fight go the distance for the first time since 2000. He's lost maybe one round, and that was the first round against Dan Henderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Roussel Benoit scores it 50-46. Undisputed UFC middleweight Silva.
Anderson Silva. First of all, Anderson, congratulations on your victory, and give us your thoughts on your performance this evening.
Estão te vaiando?
Não, meu trabalho foi bem feito. Pagam o nosso salário. E ultimamente é isso aí, galera. Tem muito lutador bom.
Sometimes things don't work out like the public likes it to, but sometimes when you're not.
Well, it was a lie there on his back. Ask him what his thoughts are on that.
Você pareceu.
Grande lutador, vem de uma grande escola, onde eu tive a oportunidade de treinar. Grande lutador, foi um grande lutador. E, poxa, eu fiz o meu trabalho, a gente pode fazer o que vocês querem. É isso aí.
Thales Leites, we can't always come out here and give a spectacular show. He's a tough guy.